Hello and welcome to another reading with me. This one is going to be a little different, but this is still collective reading. So if you found this or this message found you, there is a reason that it did. There's something there for you. Take what fits, leave what doesn't. So with the full moon that's coming to a close, and Valentine's Day that just finished, etc. I kind of asked, wanted to see, what's going on with the energy for the collective in love for the second half of the month. So from 16th February to 28th, what is happening for the collective in love? So I used the Rumi Oracle deck, and I actually pulled two cards, and because there's a lot involved with this, so I did the reading offline first, but there's some channeled messages. And the first card I got was the all-encompassing hand. So 20 might be significant. It could also just be the number 2, which correlates to February, etc. 2 is about union. But I wanted to read the short poem attached to it. It says, "You are the essence of my existence. Who am I? A mirror in your hand. Whatever you do, I will do. I am your irresistible reflection. With every breath, I feel my heart is beating with yours. In your joy, I am exuberant. In your sadness, I am in sorrow. If you are bitter, I am bitter. If you are grace, I become grace. My joy is when I am bewildered in your beauty and taste the sweetness of love on your lips. If I pick a rose without you, it becomes a thorn in my hand. If I am the thorn, I become the rose in your hand." So with that, there is someone attached to you. You do have a deep spiritual connection with this person. And your energy and this person's energy, it has been in union for a while now. I feel like your energy has always been in union, really, because there is no separation on the 5D level. There's no separation in the spirit realm. It's just in the 3D that we have that illusion of separation. So y'all have always been one. But with the awakening of this, I think this person has been going through their own awakening, going through some transformations, and they're coming to this realization that I feel like this is someone who may have had questions about why they can't get you out of their head, why they can't stop feeling what they feel, and trying to make sense of it. And it's I think this person's at a place in their life where they're realizing that the things that they were putting their energy into, even when they've been successful, all the beautiful things that they have amassed in their life, etc., they no longer find joy in those things. It's those things suddenly, they lose the beauty, the allure to them. They become like thorns to them. And it's the mundane, painful things that are typically not beautiful, like thorns, even themselves, if they're not in, I guess you could say, the best version of themselves, even things about themselves they feel like they should be ashamed of, or they typically are ashamed of, it's it becomes beautiful. All their failures, or perceived failures, etc., character flaws, it's like those things become beautiful with you. It's like they're noticing the difference with you being in their life and not being in their life. So there's a oneness. You may have been feeling some emotional intensity, kind of like roller coaster. You've probably been feeling this a lot or for a while now, but in the past couple weeks may have been more intense with this person going through their changes, their transformation, etc. They've been on this roller coaster ride of emotions and you've probably been feeling them. But now they're becoming aware of this, I guess you could say, two-way street type thing going on. So they feel your emotions as well. It's like if you're having a bad day and you're experiencing some intense energy, emotions, they feel it. Whether it's if you're like super excited about something, they may suddenly find themselves super excited for like no reason. You may be finding yourself super excited for no reason when something's going on with this person. Or just suddenly sad or angry. It's like y'all are feeling each other's emotions very intensely, and even more so now that this person is awakening or has awakened. Yeah, so there's a lot going on. So some of the messages I got on here for that says, what appears to the outside world as two is actually one. So the two of you may seem very different to people. But again, that's how the whole yin and yang thing works, right? On the outside, they look opposite, but they complement each other. They fit well together. They are meant to work together and to be together. They're two sides of the same whole. So the two of you may show up as two distinct energies to the people, to the world, but in reality, you are actually the same energy. You are of the same energy. You are that one. And now they're really experiencing it. So this person has felt your energy for so long that they can no longer tell which is yours and which is theirs. So the message is that your love is so powerful that if the entire world were to flip on its axis, your hands would still be joined. Like your love it will remain undisturbed. There's nothing that could happen that could disrupt it. Even if on the surface it may look like there's a disruption, the two of you can go to like other ends of the world and that love will still endure. There is no obstacle that can, I guess, end it. Even like getting in other relationships, that love will always endure. So the love is like being described as like unfailing love and a sublime friendship. So the two of you may currently be friends or started off as friends, but the underlying structure of your relationship, what keeps it going, is that you are actually friends to each other. So either you or this person or both of you may be in a place where you're like have been needing reassurance with all the ups and downs of the energy that's been going on. You've been needing reassurance. You may have been in a place where you just start feeling alone on this journey. But you haven't been saying anything to anybody about it. It's like a sense of loneliness. So you may have been feeling lonely recently or lately, questioning your sanity, your truth. Like you're creating doubt where it doesn't need to be. Okay? again, things are not what they appear on the surface. And then, so you're being told to stop that worrying and questioning. It's like you are worthy of so much more than that. And you're creating your own suffering. So the message, this suffering is not essential to your growth. It is not necessary and it's not essential to your growth. So some suffering has a purpose. It is part of our growth. But this suffering that you're experiencing with this, feeling lonely, needing reassurance, it is one of your own making. It is not necessary and it serves no purpose. It's not. Okay. It says, do not let old shame, guilt, or false beliefs of independence keep you from accepting what is being offered to you. So you're resisting something that is being offered to you because of some false beliefs, not wanting to ask for help or accept help. Maybe shame or something, guilt. But it is the divine will that the things that are keeping you stuck, the ties that are keeping your hands bound, that those ties, those obstacles, they're being unraveled. Those chains are being unraveled. They're being broken. Because you are meant to live life freely and abundantly. But whatever it is that have been keeping you stuck has been interfering with your abundance and creating doubt in your mind. It has kept you in a place of limitation. So you're being asked to pay attention to the synchronicities when you meditate, in your prayers, life circumstances, birds, falling leaves, like songs that you hear, lyrics, random encounters with people, with strangers, etc. Just, you're getting signs. You just need to pay attention to them and maybe stop like just saying those are coincidences or whatever, but you are getting signs. So whatever circumstances or situation you have going on right now that you think is unsolvable, says there's nothing beyond the reach of the divine. All can be solved and all can be resolved, but there's always a higher, better, more beautiful outcome possible for you. So you're probably feeling stuck in a situation right now. Maybe something is not moving forward or happening the way you think it should be happening. But or maybe something is ending that you don't want to end, but it is for a higher purpose. There is a higher, more beautiful outcome possible for you. You just have to allow it. Your resistance is, again, creating suffering for you and blocking what is meant for you. So, you're being asked to affirm, to ask for help from your spirit guides, from the divine, ancestors, the universe, and say it with conviction. Be like, so the prayer you're being asked to say, the request is, I ask for help this day in all ways through unconditional love. And thank you. And say it with gratitude. You can be very specific if you want help with a certain situation, a person, relationship, etc. Or you could just ask for help in everything you got going on. But you do have to ask for help. You have to ask your spirit guides, ask the divine for help, because you got free will. They want to help you. There's a lot of help available to you, but you got to ask. Okay. Say it with conviction. So this person's energy, the person attached to you, the message from their soul is, you are the essence of my existence. And this person sees you as a mirror. You are a mirror, right? They're mirroring back to you certain things. And this person is like, the two of you are mirroring each other. So again, whatever you're going through, they're experiencing it in some form, or they're mimicking your actions. So your actions, your energy is influencing this person. So you do need to get a handle on your emotions, pay attention to your thoughts and what it is you're putting out there. Because again, the two of you being connected, being in this place of oneness, whatever you're putting out there, thinking, feeling, it is transferring over to that person. Okay, so the second card that I got out there was the Cloak of Christ. So the number 4 might be significant to you. And the Rumi quote says, in the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you reside on the king's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine. So for the last half of this month, it appears that your energy, your vibration is rising. You're coming in this place of oneness with the divine, maybe finding the divine within you. You're in this place of unconditional love, right? And whatever you're doing, the way you're living your life, your light, it is showing people a different way. It's going to be showing people a different way to love. It's going to be showing people the way back to the divine, back to themselves. Them, you not be like intentionally going out there trying to like influence people, but it is just the fact that you've come to this place where you have been you're communing more with the divine, with God, restoring your relationship with God and your divine self, whoever God is for you. So it's saying you reside on the king's throne. So whoever you are, you're someone who's very divinely protected. You are in your God power right now. Find the God within you. So you have this essence, your aura, your light. It is very bright, beautiful right now. People cannot help being drawn to you. Some people it's going to be in a good way. Some people it's going to be very triggering. So, two sides of the coin. You're going to get both. But you can't control how people respond to you. Yeah, you can only control how you show up. So there's that. So do not take the things that happen, what people do, say, etc. personally, right? It's not a reflection of you. It is a reflection of stuff within them. People can only meet you as far as they've met themselves. So the people who react to you in a positive way, that's because they themselves have met themselves on a deeper level. They're in this energy of love as well. They're working on becoming one with themselves, etc., healing themselves. The other people, they might be triggered in a negative way because they're not ready to face the truth that your light is shining upon, the things that they've hidden. They're not willing to let go of certain things yet. And that's okay. That's their journey. That's where they are. So you don't have to have any judgment about it. Just accept that they're where they are and let them be there, So, the messages attached with that one, it says, the compassion born out of our struggles tempers the karmic weight of divine justice. So you have been through a lot, right? And that is where that sitting on the king's throne is. The struggles that you've been through, it has brought you closer to your divine self, closer to divine, closer to God. It has made you a more compassionate person, right? And that is, I guess, balancing out the karmic justice. So karma is not good or bad. It is really just cause and effect. So whatever you put out is coming back to you, right? You've been through a lot. But instead of letting the struggles and the pain and suffering that you've been through make you into this horrible person who seeks vengeance, who's hurting other people, it has made you more compassionate. And because of that, there's a restoration happening for you. Forgiveness, kindness, mercy, all that stuff that you've put out there, that you've been giving and showing other people, all of it is coming back to you. It's being restored to you. Everything that you've lost is being restored to you. Your soul is going for a restoration. So you might be feeling like a little tired, or more tired than usual. It's because your soul has been through a lot. Your spirit, your mind, your body's been through a lot. And while this restoration is happening, it's replenishing. It's being replenished, right? Yeah, it says, I actually forgot about that. You are tired. You're succumbing to a struggle that is not karmic or necessary. The struggle is a symptom of fatigue and weariness of the heart, mind, body, and soul. Whatever is bothering you right now is not as powerful as your fear. Your fear is what is giving that thing power. So, yeah, you are tired. You're exhausted. You've been through a lot. But this suffering that you feel or you're going through right now, that is not yours. It is not necessary. Again, you are bringing that on to yourself by holding on to certain things. Like I said, not karmic, it's not necessary. So it's not so much that you're being asked to do anything. It's more so you need to allow stuff to happen. Let yourself receive what is coming for you. So you're putting up resistance against what is trying to come into your life, what is being offered to you. And you need to just allow it. Okay? Whatever it is that you need to allow will bring you more healing. So there may be a person, a place, a thing, or belief that has become like a shackle for you. They've become shackles to you. But you're empowered to let it go. Shed whatever it is that's holding you back. There's something about fear being masked as devotion. So you're holding on to a relationship or something or a person. Because you want to show your devotion to that person or that thing. But it's not. It's just your fear being masked as devotion. You're scared of letting go. It's like, there's another thing that says, holding on to something. Weird. Holding on to scraps for fear that the feast will be denied to you. That's what it is. But it says pay attention to, but yeah, you really need to pay attention to the signs. Because there are signs and synchronicities of what is awaiting you. But you're holding on to the scraps that are trying to live your life, to make room for what is really meant for you. But it's that fear of, if I let this go, What happens if I let this go, and then what it is that I'm trying to move forward to, I don't get it. I'm denied, rejected. So there's somebody who's going through a lot of emotions right now, and they're trying to keep it together. And the guidance is that it says sometimes we just need permission to break down so we can break through. Your life purpose is unfolding, and it's taking a turn for the better. And your energy is needed for you to fuel that new life. So if the restoration going on, it's preparing you for this new journey, this new life, this beautiful life that is coming for you, that is meant for you. That's actually pretty beautiful. But pretty much all is the same is that you are definitely hindering yourself. So then the bottom card and the top card, the ones I did not pull, one of them was commitment. So that is what's coming for the collective. Commitment and then passion. Commitment and passion coming in. And it says, the awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. So there is a lot of intense desire happening here. There is someone who wants commitment. The commitment is inevitable. I mean, like, your soul's already committed. But in the physical, that is going to be showing up for you. That is what's projected to happen in the last part of this month. If you allow it. So it's like the person attached to you, there is a lot of intense desire, and that scares them. It's almost like being worried that it's going to consume them, or that it's too unstable to maintain. So it's like there is a flame that must be safeguarded. In truth, it can never be extinguished. So there's a fear that whatever it is they're feeling, the passion between the two of you, it's going to eventually just burn out, right? Because it is so intense. It's like, okay, well, nothing that intense can last forever, can keep going. Eventually it's going to burn out, right? So that is the fear that it's going to extinguish. And if they let it consume them, then they will be extinguished when it goes out, right? So it's like when the flame is recognized for its worth, it becomes stable. So this person denying this, and I feel they may have been doing that for a while. So denying the attraction, the intensity of the flame, etc., denying the connection, is what's been keeping it unstable and flickering. And it's like the passion it's growing, but as it's growing, it feels more unstable. And that's because they have not been willing to accept it for what it is. But just by accepting it, recognizing it for what it's worth, that brings that stability, and it makes it so stable that it can endure, right, through the fluctuations of fear and attachment. Says desire does not have to be a hindrance, because our desires can actually show us what our passions are and help us to find our purpose. So the passion and the desire between the two of you, it does serve a purpose other than just the physical stuff and the pleasure. It is a part of your growth process. It's about showing the two of you where your life purpose is, what it is your life purpose is. So there is a warning though about attachment. So the attachment that comes with desire, the belief that that desire can only be sated with one particular person, one set of circumstances, it can cause you to stop looking at what the light is trying to reveal to you, the way forward on your path in the present. So that can be where that additional resistance is coming from. This person had, or even you have, a certain belief that your life is going to be for a certain person, your relationship, this is going to be your forever person. If this person got married or got in another relationship, if they were in another relationship when they met you, they had already decided that that person was their soulmate and it was going to be their forever person. But then the passion and desire between the two of you was showing them otherwise, pulling them in another direction. But they were so fixated on that idea of what their life is supposed to look like, what their life was going to look like, that they were not paying attention. So that's why, with all the synchronicities that were out there, they've been pushing them aside, saying like, this is not logical, this is not enduring, this is just lust, there's no way this is love. Just coming up with all these ways to reason so that they can stay on the path that they chose ultimately, or that they were conditioned to choose. So this person may have been very careless with your heart. I feel like you may have loved this person a lot unconditionally, expressed it, and they, out of fear, they ran in the opposite direction. They felt the passion between the two of you was just too intense, too unstable. But because they were so fixated on certain beliefs, ideas, etc., it caused them to be careless with the love that you gave them, the light of your heart. Because they were trying to force something that was clearly past its, I guess, purpose. And that actually, trying to hold on or force something that is not meant to work or not meant to stay in your life, that's what causes the flame to flicker and waver. It causes instability. It causes doubt and uncertainty and creates chaos. So there's you just need to be willing to let go, and let go of the need to know, the need for things to be logical. So don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. This person was asking for advice from people who have not experienced what they're experiencing. They're maybe even just social conditioning from society, what society says love is supposed to look like, what society is saying they should be passionate about, etc. Ooh, 3. It's like they were trying to get answers from people and from things that have no concept of what they're experiencing, right? Which caused more confusion for them. So there's a passion in your heart, a fire for something more powerful than fear, that can become the fuel for your life's journey, if you allow it. Now, it takes a great spirit and courage to be ready to break free from the persuasion or the conditioning of society, from a place of love rather than fear and anger. So the quote says, "I have tasted your stale bread and underdeveloped wine, and I have had quite enough. I decline your offer to gorge on lesser fruit." So this person, they want more. they have been unsatisfied with life and stuff. They've been pursuing what they've been told they should pursue, what they've been told success looks like, what they've been told love looks like. And they've just still had this sense of emptiness, not being fulfilled, something's missing. They know there's more for them out there. And this person is being encouraged. I don't know if they're going to follow that, but their spirit guides, the divine, is pushing them to break free from that, to be who they are, love who they want to love. Interesting. It says, whether through caress or slap, the divine lover is seducing you. Through acceptance, you can give yourself permission to love what you love, live how you wish to live, and forget about holding yourself back because some choices make sense and others supposedly do not. And then, whatever question you have, the answer is yes. That's what I got. The answer is yes. And the answer or that question, whatever it is you're experiencing that you have questions about, it is an invitation for you to let go of the suffering and the struggle, but not with regret, but understanding that that thing has served its purpose. For either if that's for you or for the person attached to you, there is something they need to let go of. They're holding on to suffering. They're holding on to something that's causing them suffering, the struggle. And they need to let go, but not regret it, because everything serves a purpose, right? They need to let go of old belief systems and needing to know. And if you're in this place of struggle and confusion, you need to let go of that too. There's something, either old beliefs or you just have this need to know what's happening next, what's going to happen next, that is causing you anxiety. This is like trying to control things outside of yourself, which is a sign that you are disconnected from yourself, from the divine. Trust your heart and trust in the people, the places, and the experiences that truly move you, whether it makes sense or it appears to be logical or not. So you are dealing with someone who's very logical minded. They need to make logical sense of things, right? So they're definitely struggling right now because the love between you, whatever it is that's going on between the two of you, that has always been there, it is far from logical. But that is what I have, and thank you for joining me. And if you have not yet, please like the reading, and I will see you next time.